Good things about being mayor is I have the email addresses of a lot of my constituents. Let's hope one of them calls that hotline soon.
Well, I went on my face last night and look, see how many people went on Starr's page to put in a good word?
Mm-hmm.
Has to help, right? Well, I need some coffee. Do you want me to get you some?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Langston? Why don't you make yourself some breakfast? You haven't eaten anything yet.
Okay.
Say cheese.
Well, I got a visit yesterday from a familiar face.
I don't know who hired you, but this house is off limits.
Dorian. It's me, Echo. Echo di Savoy.
Echo di Savoy. La salope de Llanview. That's French for slut.
Dorian, I had no intention of engineering a breakup of Clint and Vicky's marriage. Clint seduced me. Now, I know there are ugly rumors going around town contrary to that, but...
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I never thought that Vicky was capable of controlling Clint's cowboy urges.
You wound me, Dorian. I thought we were friends.
You're too smart a cookie to think we were ever friends. In fact, it would be delusional.
Oh, come on. We go way back, you and me. After all, we almost put Clint Buchanan in prison for life.
I was doing my civic duty, and I continue to do that to this day. In fact, did you know I'm the mayor of this town now? Yes, I am, and I have a lot better things to do than take a stroll down memory lane with you.
Yes, I know. 2 of these girls are your family, aren't they?
Yes, my grandniece and her daughter.
Well, my heart goes out to all of you.
That would come in handy, if only you had a heart. Thank you for your concern. Situation like this, you can never have too many volunteers. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're still here.
Yes, well, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Why don't we make a date to do that? Like never?
My, Dorian. I don't understand this attitude, especially since we have so much in common. Unless, of course, you've lost your desire to see Queen Victoria miserable.
Marco. Oh my God. Is your dad...
No. My dad's fine. He should be home from the hospital in a couple days.
Oh, good. Sorry, it's just that you said we weren't going to be seeing each other, so I figured the only way you would come over here is if...
Lang, I heard about the kidnapping. You must be freaking out. Is there anything I can do? I mean, are you okay?
Marco.
Look, I love you. I'll call you later.
How are they?
Terrible. How's the research going?
Doesn't seem too important right now. Are you sure there's nothing I can do around here?
You can try to take my mind off the fact that the man who murdered my mother now has 3 more people in his clutches. Talk to me about the woman with the crazy name.
Okay. Back when the Sun was the intruder, Clint and Echo were front page news, some steamy affair.
When he was married to Vicky?
Yeah, and for Echo, it was about revenge. She thought that Clint had killed her mother, so the only reason she came back to Llanview was to ruin his life. Clint got wind, tried to break things off, and she threatened to commit suicide.
Some drama.
Yeah, that's not the best part. Clint tried to stop her, and she threw herself off the Llanview Bridge. And guess who accused Clint of pushing her to her death?
Echo, sometimes things do change, and now I have nothing but respect for Vicky.
Really? How's your respect for Clint Buchanan these days? Because I seem to remember you accusing him of murdering me.
Obviously, I was wrong, because here you are, still the same conniving schemer you always were.
Oh, honey, after what you did to Chuckles, you could give me a run for my money any day of the week.
Chuckles?
Charlie Banks. I heard all about what you did to him, how you tried to force liquor down his throat, even knowing what it could do to him. Of course, that was after all that unpleasantness with Clint. When you took his company, right after he dumped you.
I don't know where you're getting your information from, Hey.
Don't get me wrong, my hat is off to you. After all, great minds.
The day my mind resembles yours, I'll check myself into a mental hospital.
How did Clint beat the rep?
Echo faked her own death. And when they were about to throw the book at Clint, she was alive and well, reading all about it in the newspapers.
Poor Clint.
Well, you saw what you came to see, and that is it. It would be very unwise to share this with Kelly or anybody else.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were threatening me, Clint. Poor Clint. No, do not even think about feeling sorry for that SOB.
Did you really cheat on Clint with that Vickers guy? It's just between us. Yummy. It's such a shame he left you at the altar.
How dare you? There has been a kidnapping. For goodness sakes, you're wasting my time. And what are you doing here anyway? No, I could have you arrested. You're trespassing. And how did you ever get the gall to set foot in Llanview again?
I didn't have the gall. Not until now. I haven't set eyes on this place since Clint's trial.
Echo cut a deal with the prosecution. She promised to stay out of town. But less than a year later,
What's that?
it's a speeding ticket issued by the LPD. Whatever brought her back here made her do it in a hurry.
Get out.
Oh, just relax. I'm only here to visit my old boyfriend.
Clint.
Chuckles.
Chuckles?
Charlie Banks.
Well, I should probably check in on Vicky. Sure gonna be okay?
Well, I'll be better when the girls get back home, but thank you. Thank you for getting my mind off things for a while.
Anytime.
Okay.
Chuckles. Charlie Banks. Yes, indeed. Well, if you're hoping for a repeat performance from him, good luck with that. He's really quite devoted to Vicky.
I don't want Vicky's husband. I want something else this time.
What?
A job at the Banner. But Vicky wouldn't give it to me. And that was a mistake.
You thought Vicky would give you a job after what you did to her? You are delusional.
Well, maybe. But I'm also very good. I could take a photograph of you and publish it that would have this whole town weeping. They'd be more than ready to tear that kidnapper apart with their bare hands.
You would exploit the carcass of my grief? You vulture! Get out of my house!
You've got the wrong idea about me.
Get out of my house! Get out of my life! I don't need to have an idea about you, girl. I've got your number. Get out! Out!